Hi everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live this week. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. It's great to see you all today. As you're jumping on, say hi, let me know that you're here. And while I'm waiting for everybody, I'm just going to call up this live on my iPad so that I can see all of your comments. Okay. And it appears that something new is happening with my Facebook Live. So now I have a picture in picture, which is very interesting. I've not had that before. Hi Athena, how you going? Great to see you today. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this up on my iPad while everybody is jumping on. Alrighty. And I don't know why, but I've got a little image of myself filming, which is bizarre. I've not had that before. So I don't know why that is. Oh, there we go. I can get rid of that off the screen. Awesome. Hey, Christy, great to see you. Thank you for joining me today. So we'll chat for a bit while everybody is jumping on, because sometimes it takes a little while for everyone to find me and get the notification that I've gone live. So I just adjust that camera again. How is everyone today? How was your weekend? Let me know what you've been up to. So I've readjusted my camera again today too, to try and get a slightly different angle, so I'm not sure how it's going to go, if it's going to be better or worse. We'll see as we go along. Hi Tracy, how are you? Great to see you today. Hi Monique, great to see you today. How is everyone? So let me know what you got up to on the weekend. Have you been doing some craft? Have you been doing some other things? If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking down at my iPad at the comments. I've just got rid of them off my screen here on my camera where I'm filming, so it doesn't distract me. But if I'm looking down, it's because I'm wanting to not miss any of your comments down there. Oh, you're recovering from surgery, Christy. Sorry to hear that. That's not good. But you're all good. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now I have to let you all know today that if you hear any noise in the background, I have got our little Molly here in the room with us today. Usually she stays upstairs and stays with the girls, or one of the girls, or both of the girls, if they're both home when I'm filming, but she hasn't been doing too well and she wants to stay close to me at the moment. So she's in here with me. And my daughter is also in here to babysit. So if you hear any movement, that's them moving around. And if she gets too unsettled or anything, my daughter will take her out. But yeah, she's much more settled when she's with mummy. So yeah. So Tracy, you were babysitting. Oh, you're babysitting today. You were babysitting today. Have the kids gone home now today? I'm assuming that they must have, being that you're on my live today. Oh, Christy's been making some Christmas cards for your schoolies you look after. Oh, awesome. So do you do before and after school care, Christy? That sounds awesome, making some Christmas cards. That's really good. Yes, I've got to get onto mine and get a few more done as well. I haven't made many yet. So, and Monique's been making baubles and tumblers for her customers. Awesome. Something you can do after your operation. Oh, yes. Yes, I forgot about that. Has your operation already happened, Monique, or is it coming up? I've lost track of where we're up to with that. Hey, Amanda, you're here as well. Great to have you here this afternoon. And Tracy says, yes, the children have gone home. And you collapsed on the lounge. I would imagine that it would be exhausting looking after little ones. Again, I don't think I could go back to, well, obviously when I have grandchildren eventually, that'll be different. But yeah, I couldn't imagine having my own little ones again now. I think you sort of move through that phase of life, don't you? Oh, you're off right now. Okay, due to your surgery. Ah, right. Okay. Oh, well, I hope you recover well, Christy, so that you can get back to work as soon as you can. And yeah, and I'm sure that the kids will love those cards. Are these cards that you are making or putting together that the children can make with you, or are these ones that you're actually making for them for the end of year? So we had, oh, it was last Tuesday, Monique. Oh, sorry, I missed it. We've had so much going on. I didn't write it down. I'm so sorry. I hope everything went well. Okay, so your appointments and tests, try not to stress. Yeah, good idea. Try and stay calm and just try and think about some positive things if you can. That's the best thing to do. So we've only got a few on at the moment. Hopefully some more will jump on as we go along. I did advertise it a little bit later today. I had a late start to the morning. And if my throat goes a little bit croaky, please forgive me. I might need to have a few sips of water. Oh, it's bumped my desk. So we, Christy says, all going okay. You make them every year for them. Also, they get a card on their birthdays. Ah, that's awesome. I would love that. Very good. Yeah, so we have, yeah, and we've had a bit going on here too, Monique. So some of you will know and have been following the story of our little Molly, our little Shih Tzu. She's our little baby, our little house dog. She hasn't been doing too well lately, and she's been off colour on and off for a little while now. Been off her food, and we took her and got her teeth done, thinking that it was her teeth that was causing the problem. And we thought we'd solved the problem because she ended up having 4 teeth that needed to be removed. And she had 2 lumps in her mouth that they had to cauterize and all these things. And she came good and she started to eat again. And we thought, great, we've solved the problem. And she stopped eating again. And we thought, oh, okay, there's more going on. Took her back to the vet. So it's been a long process trying to work out what's happened. But anyway, on Friday, to cut a long story short, she had an ultrasound, and then unfortunately they had some bad news for us that they have found a tumor on her stomach, on the outside of her stomach. So they've done an aspiration and they've sent that off for biopsy. So we'll hear about that tomorrow. So of course after that, on Friday night and all of Saturday, she was in excruciating pain, poor little thing, and she was very unsettled. So we've had a very hard weekend with her. And of course the girls and I have been very upset as well. But we'll try and keep it together and keep it positive today. She's having a good day today, so we'll focus on that. And I had to pop out today, and I left her with my daughter, one of my daughters, and when I came home she was very excited, and she actually ran to me very excitedly. So and then she even picked up I think she picked up a toy, didn't she? She picked up a toy to play. So that was a good sign. So we'll focus on those positives. And while she is still coping and still showing interest in life, then we will keep her as comfortable as possible, and for as long as we can. So yeah, so anyway, it's been a hard few days, but anyway, we'll focus on the positives. And yeah, she's asleep here, very happy at the moment with Mummy and Brookie, so she's very contented at the moment. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, thank you everyone. So I have got some new things. We'll move on to happier things. I have got some new things to show you today. So I thought that we would jump straight in. Now, of course, because I have had a weekend that I haven't had a chance to prepare anything today. So we're going to be playing with a kit today. And I know that I think it was back in May when I was on long service leave and I was doing some evening Facebook lives. I think I showed it then, but I don't think I've showed it on one of my Monday morning lives. So I thought And anyway, that was May, so that was ages ago. So I thought I'd pull that one back out today. And I actually don't think I've had a chance to pull it back out again at all since that time. So I thought I'd get that one out today and we'll have a play with that and I can show you that. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the colors and the design and everything in this kit. So I'll share that with you today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip the camera down onto the desk already. And I'm going to change up how we're doing things, okay? So I'm going to tip the camera down and I'm going to show you some of these new things and then we'll move into our creative time. All right, so let me just cover up the camera. Oh, I've lost my little sticky note. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's disappeared. Hang on. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, all good. All right, so I'll put that over the camera and just cover it up for a moment and then I'll tip the camera down so that we can get started. So just bear with me for a moment and I'll remember to flip those cameras. Okay. Excuse all the clunky noises while we get this all set up. Okay. Oh, I think we're a bit wonky. Let me just fix that up. How is that looking? Might need to move things over a little. Alrighty. Seem to be up very high today, so we'll see how that looks anyway. I'll move this over. How is that? Okay. So we'll straighten this up and okay, hopefully that is close enough. Let me know if that's too far away and I can bring the camera down a little bit. All right, so we've got some light down on the desk. Great, all good. Okay, so firstly, I wanted to show you something that's coming up really soon. So we have got the Curvy Celebrations, which is a beautiful new bundle. Now I only just got mine on Friday, so I've only really opened it today, but I haven't actually had a play with it. So I might have a play with that next week. As I said, I didn't have time to prepare anything for today, so I might, oh, excuse my scribble. I just realized I've got pen scribbled on my grid paper. Obviously I was using it to get my pen working, but all good. So anyway, so this is the Curvy Celebration. It's going to be available to customers from the 3rd of November. Now currently demonstrators already have it available to us, which is one of the perks of being a demonstrator, because we do get access to new products early, which is fantastic and always very exciting. And then that gives us an opportunity to have a play with them before they go live to customers. But anyway, customers can purchase them from the 3rd of November and they'll be available until the 4th of January. So let me show you what is in this bundle. So we've got at the moment, so from 3rd of November until the 4th of January, you'll have all of these 4 products available. So we've got the Quite Curvy stamp set and the coordinating curvy dies. Now they can be purchased individually or as a bundle. And remember, whenever you purchase any of our products as a bundle, you save 10%. Then we also have the Curvy Christmas stamp set and the Classic Christmas Designer Series paper. Now those 2 are going to only be available till the 4th of January, but the Quite Curvy bundle is going to be carrying over into the January to June mini catalogue. But these 2, the Quite Curvy Christmas stamp set and the Designer Series paper, they can be purchased together, as I said, until 4th of January with the 10% discount. Okay, so you can get all of those products together, and there's information down here. So you can get all of those products together as a variety bundle, and that includes all of those items with the 10% discount as well. Okay, so let me show you the products, and all of these products on the 4th of January can be purchased through my online store. And you can find my online store at mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com. And at the top of my blog page, you'll see a shop tab up on the left-hand side. So you just click on that. That'll take you straight through to my online store. And when the Curvy Creations goes live to customers, there'll probably be, there usually is with any new promotions, there'll be an advertisement for it on the main page when you open up, and you just click on that and it'll take you straight to those products. Okay, otherwise you can just put it in the search bar. All right, so we have the Quite Curvy stamp set. Now this is a photopolymer stamp set, so it's one of the clear ones, which is great because it means that you can see through it to see where you're stamping, but also too they're pliable. So if you want, even though they're curved, if you want a bit more of a curve on it, you can actually manipulate that to create more of a curve. Now the only thing is, if you're using the coordinating dies, if you're going to manipulate them, you have to remember that if you want to die cut it, you're going to need it to fit within the die. So hopefully that makes sense. So when you're putting it down, yeah, just be really careful with how you're putting it down so that when you go to die cut it, it'll still fit within the die. So we've got these beautiful dies as well. This is the curvy dies. And we've got these beautiful borders, these beautiful curvy borders. And then we've got the shapes here that will cut out some of these stamps, as well as the little birds. It'll cut out the little birds. The little leaves, we've got some additional leaves there, and then it will cut out this big one, this one here, yeah, and those images that I just said. So yeah, so that is those ones, and then so we'll pop those back into the packet. Always a good thing to put your dies away straight away, otherwise they easily get lost. And we don't want that, especially because they're new and I haven't used them yet. So I might make something with those for next week. Let me move that light back a little bit. It's reflecting there a bit. So aren't they beautiful? Now on the cover, just to let you know, these images on the cover are shown at 95%. They've just shrunk the images there for the cover, just so that you can see all of them together on the cover there. But you notice that in the stamp set, they're slightly bigger. All right, and then we've got the Curvy Christmas photopolymer stamp set. Again, that's you got the photopolymer, same thing. Now this one doesn't have coordinating dies with it. This one is just the stamp set. Just having a look to see, yeah, you can use these curvy dies like the border ones. You can still use them with them. But these ones don't actually have coordinating dies that match up with them as such. Okay. And then we've got the Designer Series paper, which is 6 by 6 inches or 15.2 by 15.2. And I haven't even opened these yet, so let's open them together and we'll have a quick little look. There are 48 sheets in here. Oops, hang on a minute. Uh-oh. I got the sticky part caught on the paper. I'll just fold that back on itself. There we go. All right, we'll take these out and have a look. So the colours in this Designer Series paper are Cherry Cobbler, Sahara Sand, Shaded Spruce, and Whisper White. And so we've got, and of course they're all double-sided. Or maybe I did open these up. I don't know. These look... Oh, no. Hang on. I don't know, because I thought maybe they were a bit mixed up. But maybe that's how they were in the pack. So I'll try and lay them out for you so you can see them. And, of course, they're all double-sided. So there's beautiful designs on here. And, of course... Okay, so that should be one complete set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. And then, so you've got 12 different patterns, all double-sided, and then you have basically 4 sets of that. So that's one side, really fun. And some of these you can use for other occasions as well. They don't necessarily have to be for Christmas, because some of them have got Christmas specific prints on them, like the holly berries and leaves. But the other ones, yeah, they're pretty generic, so you could use them for anything. So let's flip over and have a look at the other side. Oh, these are beautiful too. Oh, the Christmas trees, I'm showing you upside down. Hang on a minute, let me flip them around. Aren't they beautiful? I really like these. They're really, really nice. Yeah, and look, we've even got some spots there, spots and stripes. Not stripes, what do you call this? Like a plaid almost. So they'd be able to be used for lots of different occasions as well. So, so Amanda's saying she bought the bundle with the Christmas accessories. With the Christmas accessories, think you missed out. What did you miss out on, Amanda? Sorry, the paper? You missed the paper? Or I'm not quite sure what you mean there. You like this one, Athena? And you, oh yes, you did too. You got it in your last order, didn't it? Yeah, I saw it in your photos. So exciting. Have you had a chance to play with it yet, Athena? Oh, looking at the kits, Amanda, they look really relaxing. Yes. Yeah, I love the kits. They're so great. You did not get the Christmas. Oh, you didn't get the Christmas part of the, you only got the the quite curvy bundle. You missed the curvy Christmas bundle, this one, Amanda. Oh, we can still go and get them. They're still available for demonstrators, and of course they'll be available for customers, as I said, from the 3rd of November. So if you're looking for them, yeah, as demonstrators, we can get them straight away. Customers, it's only 2 weeks until the 3rd of November. So haven't played with them yet, Athena? This coming weekend. Oh, awesome. So yeah, so that's what I just wanted to show you. Just those new products there. I'll just move them over to the side, out of the way. But they're really beautiful, so I can't wait to play with them. Need to make some Christmas cards. Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to making some Christmas cards with the curvy dies and the coordinating stamp sets. So Amanda says, I've got the bundle. I had a play with quite curvy bundle, made a card. Ah, and it turned out beautiful. Awesome. Oh, that's good, Amanda. That's great. All right, so just before we go on to our kit as well, I just wanted to remind you about our catalogs. In fact, I'm going to show you the kits in our annual catalogue anyway. So this is my working copy. So I had it spiral bound at Officeworks, and I have a clear cover on the front, which you probably just saw me flip over. And I have all the tabs so that I know where I can find things really quickly, which takes me a little while to set it up at the beginning of each Stampin' Up! Year, but it's a great reference, so I love to do that. So this is our annual catalogue. Then we currently have our August to December mini catalogue as well. So this one has got a lot of the Christmas products, as well as Halloween, Thanksgiving, and yes, just those. Oh, and autumn and fall. Yeah. So really, really beautiful products in there. So we have those two, and then we've got our little beginner brochure as well, which is a great place to start if you're new to stamping or card making and you're not quite sure where to start. This is a great catalogue to start with, because in here it shows you some collections of products to get you started. So it's taken all the guesswork out of it. There's even one of the kits in there as well. Takes the guesswork out of it for you to just give you a bit of a start. So that's always a great way to, oh, that's the kit there. Sorry, what was I pointing at before? Oh, that's, yeah, that's a tag kit, and tags and cards. And this one was the Simply Citrus card, all-inclusive card kit. So if that is, and then there's some information about some tools in the back as well, which are the most used tools, and they're pretty much tools that every crafter sort of uses. So yeah, so if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like a copy of these catalogs, please let me know and I'd love to get them out to you. All right, so let's have a look at the kits today. Oh, hi Jenny, how are you? Great to have you here today. Hi Chitska, great to have you here as well. All right, so in our annual catalogue, it has all of our sweets, it has our kits, it has all of our accessories, our papers, our inks, everything is in here. And then throughout the year we have additional catalogues. We have our mini catalogues that come along as well. And our little beginner catalogue I showed you, or a little beginner brochure, that is available all year through as well. All right, so if we turn to page 6, we have an overview there of the kits. And there's a few there that we have that are all-inclusive kits, which means that you get everything in that kit that you need to make those projects. And there's instructions in the kits, etc. So we have the Simply Citrus kit and we have the Looking Up kit. They're both all-inclusive kits, so everything you need is in them. Then if we turn over, we have the Gorgeous Posies kit, and this is the one we're going to be playing with today, which I love. Now this is a project kit, so you get the kit with the consumable products, and then the stamp set is separate, okay? And then if you want to use the coordinating inks, then you can purchase them separately as well, or you might already have them. And then of course your adhesives. Well, we know that every project needs adhesives, so usually we all have some adhesives. And then we have the Boho Indigo product medley. This one is a collection of products. It sort of comes together as a kit with everything, including the stamp sets, the dies, the ribbons, the embellishments, the papers, everything in there. But this one doesn't have instructions. This one is sort of like I was going to say free range, not free range, but you can do whatever you like with that kit. There's some ideas here in the catalogue you can copy, or you might like to go onto Pinterest for some ideas if you're unsure, or you can just simply do your own thing with that product medley. But it's a huge collection of products in that one. But yeah, so they're our kits at the moment. Now in the mini catalogue there is a couple of kits as well. There's a Christmas tag kit. There is also a Christmas card kit in there as well, so you might like to look for those in the mini catalogue as well. There is also the Simply Citrus kit that is also shown in the beginner brochure as well. Okay, that's a really easy kit to put together. Okay, so let's pull out our Gorgeous Posies kit and we'll have a look at that together, and I will show you what is in the kit. So this is the stamp set that coordinates. It's a cling stamp set again, which is the red rubber, and we'll have the stickers. I've adhered the stickers to the back. Now it's been in my case for a little while. As you can see, the stickers are very strong. There we go. So I've put the stickers on the back so you can see the image of what you're stamping, okay? And the stickers come separately and you apply them when you get the stamp set, and there's instructions of how to do that inside the case, okay? So that's the Gorgeous stamp set. And then we have the kit. Now the kit comes in this beautiful box, and it has this little closure here with an elastic that does up there, but it's a really beautiful box. And this box, once you've made the kit, you can actually use this to either store cards in, or you might like to use this as a gift box. I actually reckon it would even make a nice little jewelry box for a little girl. So in the box we have, let me move aside the stamp set, we have the instructions for the kit. Okay, so we'll go through all of this in a moment, but it's in different languages as well as English, and it tells you what's in the kit. It gives you some tips before you start, which is a good thing to read, because often I miss those tips and then I think, oh, what was I supposed to do there? Oh yeah, that's right, I need to go back and read the tips. It also tells you any additional products that you need, such as what colours of ink to use and what adhesives to use. Gives you the coordinating colors and then gives you the steps as well. And then you've got the images of the projects. Now, of course, you can use these project kits to do the projects exactly how they are in the brochure that comes with them, or you can choose to do your own thing and change it up. That is always an option. Okay, so we've got some beautiful ribbon, which is, I think that is vanilla ribbon with, it's got some gold metallic trim and it's got some organza through the middle. Let me just have a look and see if it says, it doesn't say what color the ribbon is, but to me, I don't know, it might be white. It might be my lights that are throwing the color a little bit. Might be white, might be not quite vanilla, but it's really pretty. And some twine, which looks like Highland Heather or Gorgeous Grape. Might be Gorgeous Grape. It's beautiful. And of course, I love purple, so I really, really love this kit. So let me just pull these out and I'm just tipping everything out of the box. I'll move the box to the side so we can show you what's in the box. All right, so that's our beautiful brochure. Then we've got our envelopes. So we've got a stack of envelopes here in the bottom. So these are beautiful envelopes. They're all the same, these ones in this kit. They've got this beautiful design on them, which is really fun and really pretty. I love that. Inside they've sort of got like the splodgy, sort of like a water print, like inside the box. If you can see inside the box, it's got like that splodgy water paint sort of look. So that's inside the envelopes as well, and they're all the same. Oh, I didn't tell you how many this makes. This kit makes, let me check, I can't remember now. Is it 16? Yes, 16 cards. So there's 4 different designs and you can make 4 each of the 4 designs. So we've got the printed and die cut embellishments there for the, or elements for the cards, and you just simply pop them out. They're already pre-cut, so that makes it really easy. We've got some beautiful laser cut tags there that we can stamp our sentiments on, or layer, you can layer behind some of the images, some of the elements. So there's a few sheets of those. Yep. And then we've got some more tags here, which are some rectangle shaped ones, which have been laser cut. Aren't they really pretty? So delicate with that lace cut out. They are beautiful, aren't they, Amanda? They're really, really lovely. And there's some other ones with some really fine ones, some really narrow little ones, really pretty. And there's some larger ones as well. So there's quite a few different labels there that you've got to choose from. Well, this one is actually the same as these ones. And that one is the same as these ones. So yeah, so there's quite a few labels there to choose from, as you can see. And they've got a board behind them just to protect them. Then we have got our card bases. Now let me just see. Yeah, okay, so they're the card bases and they're the extra pieces. So some of, okay, let's have a look. So we've got, well actually, that's a card front, that piece. That's not a base, that's a card front. So it's pre-printed for one of the cards, and then you add extra elements on top of that one. That's really pretty. So there's 4 of those. Now some of these I've already made in this pack. Oh, I haven't made any of those ones. So maybe we could do that one today. Haven't made that one yet. Then we've got this one, which is another card front piece, which has that beautiful design on it. And I've made one of those. I've got one already made up to show you. I'll show you that in a moment. And then we've got this beautiful green one. There's 4 of those. I'm not sure which way that goes. I think it goes that way. Oh, actually, it goes that way. So there's 4 of those ones. And then we've got this purple one as well. So, oh, I must have only made the one card. I thought I'd made a couple. I must have only, wait on, how many of these ones are there? Oh no, there's 3 of that one. So I must have, oh no, there's 4 of those ones. Oh, okay, so I've only made one so far. I thought I'd made more than that. Well, there you go. Guess what we're doing today? We're gonna make some of these ones. So this one's really pretty as well. And then we've got, these are our card bases. Okay, yes, so these are our card bases. So we've got them in the pink and in the purple and in the green. So the green to me looks like it is Seaside Spray. It's quite light in colour. The purple looks like Purple Posy, and the pink looks very close to Blushing Bride. So let me just see, does it tell me the colours? Yes, Blushing Bride. It's saying Highland Heather is a coordinating colour, but this one looks a little bit lighter than Highland Heather. I'm not sure. Oh no, it does say Purple Posy. Okay, so this one's Purple Posy. Yeah, and Shaded Spruce. So aren't they beautiful? So, so pretty. And there's twice as many of the Blushing Bride ones. So 2 of the cards use the Blushing Bride base. And then, yeah, these ones are different ones. Okay, so let's get to making some of these beautiful cards. So which one? Oh, I'll show you the one that I've already made before. So this is the one that I had made previously with the Blushing Bride, the Get Well card. And you know what? It's always good. Oh, hi Tina, great to see you. It's always great to have a Get Well card on hand, because I have found a few times when I've had friends that are unwell or that have had surgeries, etc., and I haven't had any Get Well cards on hand, and I'm scrambling to quickly, you know, put one together. So it's always good to have one or 2 in your stash. So I love that this comes with a Get Well soon sentiment. In fact, this stamp set comes with quite a few different sentiments for different occasions. So we've got wishing you comfort and peace at this time, which would be great for someone who's going through a hard time. We've got for a very kind and thoughtful friend, celebrating your day, which could be for lots of different occasions. Could be birthday, could be wedding, could be baby shower, could be lots of things. And then we've got the Get Well soon. Now with the kit, I believe that with the kit, you're only using the sentiments with this actual kit, but then you've got these other floral images here that you can use for other projects, as well as the sentiments, of course. So it's a very, very versatile stamp set, because you can use it for multiple occasions and in different ways. So yeah, so I thought that was quite good. All right, so that's the beautiful one that we've already done, so we won't do another one of those ones. Let's have a look at the brochure and decide which one we're going to do. Now, before I move on, let me remind you that if you like this and you would, oh, hi Ma, how you going? I haven't seen you here for ages. How have you been? It's great to see you. I'm glad you found me today. Yeah, so if you are going to my online store, as I said, you can go to mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com and click on the shop button at the top of the page. And if you are shopping with me, use my host code, and you'll see this is my host code for October. Every month I have a new host code, and that's always on my blog on the right hand side, so you always find it. But if you use my host code and your order is over $50, I can send you a thank you gift. So I'd love to be able to do that for you. So remember to use my host code. That would be great. All right, how about we do the green one? I think I like the green one. Well, I love all of them actually. They're all beautiful. But we might start with this green one down here. So it tells you here in the brochure what you need. So let's see. Okay, so we've got to get, I'm going to get my inches ruler out, because I need to measure out some twine, and they've given me, yeah, okay, so I don't have that already pre-done. So let's pull out the pieces. So we'll get out our green front panel, which is pre-printed, and we're going to add some additional elements onto that one. Our base is also the Seaside Spray, so we'll get our base out. So we've got those 2. We need 2 of the little flowers. So we've got a pink one, petal pink one, and a purple one. And I think there's some flowers in there as well. So when you see, I'll hold it up a bit closer to the camera. In the brochure, it has the numbers that point to the different elements on the card, and that refers back to the instructions in the front. Usually you can pretty much work them out from the pictures. They're pretty easy to put together. But if you go back here to the steps, it tells you steps 1 through to 7. and that coordinates with those little numbers. So it kind of gives you a guide as to how to put them together. We're going to be using some Stampin' Dimensionals on this one as well. And we'll use some glue dots for our ribbon and for our twine. Okay, so what else do we need? We need some leaves. Now, there's quite a few different leaves on here, so you have to have a good look at the picture and work out which leaves they have used for which card. And it looks like they've used 2 of the individual ones, the smaller ones. So I'm going to pull out, and really look, they all coordinate together. So if you don't pull out the exact right one, it's not really going to matter because they all coordinate together anyway. So I'll pull out that one and that one. Is it just the 2? Yep, just the 2. Great. All right, we'll pop that up there. We're going to need a long label banner, so let me grab that from up here. Now I like to leave my when I'm stamping on my banners that come with the kits, I like to leave them in the paper surround as I'm stamping them because it does help to hold them in place as you're stamping. So we'll just leave that in there for now. And we need some twine, so I'm going to measure that twine. So we need 12.7 centimeters of ribbon. So we'll get out our ribbon, and I've got my metal ruler here. So I'll measure that out. Oh, your special letter from me came last Friday. Oh, that's good, Monique. I'm so pleased you got it. Great. Fantastic. And Tina, you've been looking at this kit, have you? And you're tempted to purchase it. Oh, you need it. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. You need to get it. All right, so I'm going to find my sharp. Oops, I just dropped my paper piercer into my rubbish bin. That is not good. I'll get that out in a minute. So yeah, it's really, really pretty, this one. So I'm just going to cut the ends of my ribbon now so that they're already done, ready for later. There we go. So I'm cutting them at opposite angles. All right, so sometimes with your ribbon, because it comes in the kit and it's sort of squashed down in like that, if it is a little bit crinkled, there's a couple of things you can try. You can try your bone folder and run your bone folder along. Just be really careful with this one because it's got the organza in it as well. You don't want to damage that organza. So just do that really gently. If that doesn't work, you can just put, you can try, and I would suggest just trying it on a little section first. Try ironing it, but not directly onto the ribbon. You need to put a tea towel or something like that over the top of the ribbon first and then iron it. But you need to be very careful with this one because of that organza. That actually straightened that out quite well. So I might try that on this bit at the end. This bit's got a little bit of a kink in it. And just be careful when you get to the ends. Yeah, it might fray a little bit like that. So I might need to trim that back up. It might become a bit more of a curl rather than a kink. There we go. I'll just trim that up a little bit because now I've made it fray because I did that at the end with the bone folder. There we go. There we go. That'll be good. So yeah, so that's a couple of little tips for you to try and get the kinks out of your ribbon. It works really well with any of the twines. So so that's 12.7 meters of the ribbon. Now the twine, we just need a bow. So we can just tie the bow straight from the spool. And sometimes if the ribbon has been on the spool, it'll be quite curly like that. So again, you can just get your bone folder and just run that along, and you see how that just smooths out those curls quite a bit. All right, so we'll just tie a little bow now with that before we move on, and then we know that we've got that bit ready and we've got all our components ready, and we can just pop it together, stamp our sentiment. So let's get that little bow. There we go. I'm not sure what size bow I'll need yet, so I'll just leave it at that size, and we can pop that to the side. Alrighty. Pop that in there with our ribbon, and we'll put that up there out of the way. Okay, great. Oops, I just found some more leaves. I'll pop those over there with the other ones. All right, so we've got all our elements here. Now let's start by stamping our sentiment. Oops, sorry, that was my noisy metal ruler. All right, so we're going to be using Wishing You Comfort and Peace at this time. That is another type of card that is always good to have on hand. Cards for people that might be going through a hard time. Always good to have them on hand because you never know when you're going to need one of those in a hurry. Okay, now, yep, I'm using an H block. So our blocks can be purchased from our annual catalogue. That's our big one that I showed you where the kit is from. You'll find those in the tool section towards the back. And our blocks, the Stampin' Up! Blocks come in all different sizes for the different types of stamp sets. And usually you'll find in the catalogue, it'll show you, let me just show you. So here in the catalogue where it shows you the stamp set, it actually tells you which block sizes you will need to fit all the different stamps on here. Now, sometimes if you've got a larger stamp that's going to take a larger block, you might get away with just using that one large stamp for all of your, that one large block, sorry, for all of your stamps. It depends on the shape of your blocks. Sometimes you get long ones like this, and you might actually need a longer block. So this one says A, B, C, D, and H. So our D block is our most commonly used one. And usually if you have a D block, you can pretty much put any of the smaller stamps on there. But then if you get a longer one like that, it's a little bit too long. Even if I were to put it diagonally, it wouldn't quite fit. So you might need to get a long block as well. All right, so that's just another little tip for you. All right, so we are going to be using, what color ink are we using? I think we're using the Highland Heather. Actually, we're using Highland Heather or Gorgeous Grape. Doesn't actually, oh yes it does. It does tell me. 3. Stamping Gorgeous Grape. Oh, I need to get out the other one. There we go. Thankfully all my stamps, my ink pads are right within reach. Alrighty, so we're going to stamp this first. We'll pop all those sentiments to the side. And we're using the beautiful Gorgeous Grape. Oh, hi Sue, how are you? You love this kit? Yeah, do you have this one? It's beautiful, isn't it? All right, now I haven't stamped this stamp before, so I'm just going to test it on my grid paper. All right, beautiful. I just want to make sure. Now I also use my grid paper when I'm lining up my stamps. I'm not sure if you noticed me doing that as I was talking just before. But I do like to use, oh, I didn't even stamp that properly. Look at that. I didn't press well there on the wishing. I wonder if I can turn it up the other way and do it up the other way. Let's get another one. There's spare ones here. We do have some spare ones. So yes, very important to apply even pressure, which I didn't do. So hopefully you can see me doing that there. Try that again. There we go, that's better. Good. So we've got our sentiment. We'll pop our ink away. Now, one thing that this kit doesn't have is it doesn't have added bling with it. So of course you can always add some added bling if you would like to. It does have the gold foil throughout the stamp set, so it does have an element of bling to it already, so you may not need it, but just see, yeah, depending on what you like. You can always add to these kits, but you don't have to. So we'll just give that one a little clean. Okay, so now we've got all our pieces ready to go. Now let's have a look. Always a good idea to read the tips. So it says the card fronts are to be mounted on color coordinated card base. Yes, we worked that out. For die cut flowers positioned slightly above label pieces, add a piece of Stampin' Dimensionals to create level die cuts. Adhere leaves to the back of the flowers using glue dots, then adhere the flowers using Stampin' Dimensionals. That's a good tip. All right, and then we've got Step 5 says to use Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, so that whole front panel is going up on Stampin' Dimensionals, and then we're also putting them behind the label and the flowers. And then 7 is, oh, 7 actually tells you how much thread to cut and to tie a bow. So they said 10 inches or 25.4 centimeters for the thread to tie that bow, but I just tied it straight off the spool. So that was okay. And cut the ribbon and adhere using Stampin' Seal. Oh, okay, so they use Stampin' Seal for the ribbon. Alrighty, well that's okay. We can use Stampin' Seal or we can use glue dots. I like to use glue dots personally for my ribbon. Alright, so let's grab our dimensionals. So now we've read all the instructions, because half the time I don't when I'm making these kits, and then I make a mistake, or I don't actually make a mistake, I make it my own. Let's just go with that. And there's never any mistakes in papercraft, is there? No, no, no. We just change things up. All right, so let's use our Take Your Pick tool to pick up our dimensionals. I find that's always a lot easier. I'll move those over. Okay, so I'm going to pop quite a few down because I want this to be nice and sturdy. We don't want any saggy parts, because that would just not look nice. So make sure you use plenty to support the because it's a large piece that we're putting down as well, so you want it to be well supported. Now let's see, which way is this card? This card is opening bottom to top, so like an easel type card, and the flowers are going up that way with that large purple flower at the bottom. All right, so we'll just remove those backings. So always a good idea to be sure you've got everything up the right way before you adhere them. And ask me how I know. I learned that by experience. Okay, so we will just adhere that down now. So making sure we've got the card opening up the correct way. We'll adhere that front panel. Hang on, let me get that straight. Adhere that to the front so we've got a nice even border around the edges. If it's not exactly straight, doesn't matter quite so much on this one because you're doing color on color, so it won't show up as obviously. So there we go. So that's mounted up now beautifully off the card base. Okay, now next we need to put down our ribbon because we're going to layer everything down. Isn't that just so pretty? That would be beautiful just on its own, even just with a sentiment, and you could be done. It's really beautiful. All right, so next we're going to pop down our ribbon. Now I'm just going to trim this up a little bit more because I've gone at slightly a bit more of an angle on this end, and it was a little tiny bit long. There, that's better. Okay. Now, it said to use Stampin' Seal for the ribbon, but I think I'm going to use my glue dots. I like to use my mini glue dots for my ribbons. Stampin' Up! Has a lot of different adhesives to choose from, and different ones are good for different things, and different people prefer the different ones for different things. So I pretty much use all of the adhesives, but for all different purposes. I'm putting quite a few glue dots on here, probably going overboard with the glue dots, but that's okay. I want to make sure that my ribbon is going to stay put. There we go. Right, so that is just going to go just above the stamens of that large purple flower. So I'm using the grid paper again. This grid paper is so handy. Oh, look, I put it over a little bit on that side, but that's okay. You know what we can do? We can just trim that just a tad more. And nobody will be any the wiser. There we go. You can always trim your ribbon. Okay, so now we've got our ribbon down. Next, we're going to pop down our sentiment, and we're going to put that onto dimensionals as well. So we'll bring those back in. And we will just pop some of those down. I love the beautiful laser cut designs on these sentiment labels. They're really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Okay, and then that just lays over our ribbon, just so that we can see that bottom strip there of the ribbon. And let me see if I got that in the middle this time. I think I have. And that's going to cover up those glue dots as well. So you won't be able to see those glue dots where I adhered that ribbon, because the label is just covering those up. So you can just see the ribbon poking out from the bottom. You could have the ribbon, I think I've cut my ribbon just a tad shorter than what it was supposed to be, but that's okay, it still looks pretty. Yeah, you can, I think it's supposed to come out just a little bit further past the label there, but all good, I'm making it my own. All right, this time I'm going to use some of our multi-purpose liquid glue to adhere the leaves to the backs of the flowers. So I'm just going to pop a little bit onto the tip there of the leaf, and I'll just pop that at the back of the flower. Now this one's going to come downwards, so let's just adhere that like that. Okay, so that's pretty easy. I'll just turn that upside down to let that dry for a moment, and we'll do the same with the pink one. And this one is going to go at a slightly different angle. I guess we could turn them and maneuver them however we want them anyway. So that is done. Great. And then we're going to pop those up onto dimensionals as well. Now this time, yeah, I think I still will use a large dimensional, but I'm going to offset the dimensional, not put it right in the middle, because I want these flowers to overlap the sentiment label. So to do that, I'm going to put it more towards the top of this one so that I can get that bottom bit to overhang. All right, and on this one's going to go down that way. So again, I'll put it up towards the top there. So I haven't put it quite in the center because I want to be able to have a little bit of that flower overhanging that sentiment label. Okay, so then it's just a matter of then popping those on like so, and you can really do, you know, pop them on however you like. You might not even like them in that position. You might like to put them somewhere else on your card. And this one is going to go just here. I'm going to have that one coming down this way here. There we go. Beautiful. And then we'll pop on our little bow. Let's see, I might make that a little bit smaller before I put that on. And then we'll trim up the ends as well. Hey Judy! Oh, you love this one? Yeah, it's a really beautiful kit, this one. This is the Gorgeous Posies Kit. So, so pretty. All right, there we go. And it depends on how long you like your ribbon ends or your twine ends. You can sort of trim them to whatever length you like. I might leave mine like that for now, and then if I want to trim them up a bit more once I get them on there, I can. So to adhere your twine, I like to use glue dots, and I just roll the glue dot in a little ball because the twine is very fine, so we only want a small amount of adhesive there. And this is just going to go, it's just going to sit right in there. So I'm going to pop my glue dot in there, in between the dip in those flowers, or where those flowers meet. And I'm just going to pop my twine on there, and I think I'm going to leave those ends long like that. And there we go. There we have our first card done. How beautiful is that? So, so pretty. These are really beautiful. Should we make another one? Let's do another one because they don't take very long to do. How about we do the, let's see, we've got 4. Oh, I like this one. Let's do this one. This is beautiful. We'll do that pink one. All right, so that's the first one. And we already had the other, I already had the other one already done previously. So I've got 2 of them done now. Okay, so we need a Blushing Bride card base. We need one of, no, it's not that one. It's this one. It's this one here. This beautiful card front. Isn't that gorgeous? This one as well is going to be opening in the same way. So goes that way. Okay, we need another label, and this time we are using one of the larger labels. So I'll just pop those other labels to the side. We're going to be using one of these ones this time. One of the, well, it's actually not it's not larger, it's smaller. Sorry, this one. And we'll cut our ribbon. Oh, let's get our little flowers out first. So we're going to be using, just having a look on my little guide here. So we're going to be using one of these flowers. Yes, it is a kit, Judy. Yes. So this kit is, whoops, just dropped my little flower. This kit is in the annual catalogue on page 8. And it's the Gorgeous Posies Project Kit. So in this kit, I was explaining to everyone earlier that in this kit, because it's a project kit, you get all of the consumable products in the actual kit, which comes in this gorgeous box, this beautiful box with the little closure on it. And then the stamp set is separate, and the inks as well, if you didn't have those inks, or if you wanted to use the coordinating inks, they're separate, and of course your adhesives as well. But as I was saying, us crafters usually have plenty of adhesive around. So yeah, so the stamp set is separate to the consumable part of the kit. So that's the Gorgeous Posy Project Kit and the Gorgeous Posies stamp set. And this is the stamp set here, and this is how the kit comes like this. Okay, so you've got the 2 components to this kit. Okay, so if you wanted just the consumable part of the kit, you could just purchase this, and you could use your own sentiments. If you had a different set of sentiments and you didn't want the ones that coordinated, you could actually just use your own sentiments or some other sentiment stamp sets that you have as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to be these particular ones. Okay, so we've got that flower, and we need a pink one, and we need the large double leaves. Oh, I've got one of them punched out. We'll use that one. And then a small one for the pink flower. All right, so there we go. There's those. Yep, that's it. And then we need our ribbon again. So we'll bring in our ribbon, and this time we need 10.2 centimeters of ribbon, or 4 inches. So I need that ruler again. So already got one end trimmed, so that's good. So 4 inches is about there. Are we cutting the ribbon in the same way? Yes, or one end of it is actually covered up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Which way did I go? This way. This way? How did I cut that other ribbon now? Oh yeah, I cut them opposite. Did I? That way, and no, that way, and that way. Yes, I cut them opposite. That's right. Now let me measure that again. I was trying to work out which angles I needed to cut my ribbon. There we go. And our twine, what do we need with our twine? Oh, again, we're just using a twine bow. Okay, so we can tie that again straight from our spool of twine. We'll do a bow again with this one. I'll just run my bone folder along. Love the colors. Yes, they're beautiful, aren't they, Robin? So, so pretty. I love all the purples and pinks together. Actually, purple and pink are my 2 favorite colors. A lot of you probably already know that. Some of you may not. But yeah, I think that's why I love this kit so much, because I love flowers and I love purple and pink. So it's got all of my favorite things. There we go. I'll just trim that off, and we can trim that down a bit more as we go along if we need to. Okie dokie. Move our ruler. All right, so let's start with our sentiment stamping. This time we are using the stamp Celebrate Your Day. So we'll get that one out. Celebrate your day. And I'm just going to use my, which size block shall I use today? It'll fit on this one. This is my C block. But if you had a D block, it'd fit on your D block, or you could use the H block that we were using before as well. It'll fit on any of those ones. There we go. And what color are we using this time? Now it tells us here 2. So let's go back to our instructions and see what color is number 2. Blushing Bride. So I need to pull out my Blushing Bride ink. There we go. Okay. Actually, before I go ahead and stamp this, let me tell you about something else as well. Something I haven't mentioned yet today. Some of you may know, and some of you may not know yet, that we actually have, or Stampin' Up actually has, a designer series paper sale on at the moment. So it's 15% off a selected range of designer series papers, and there's 15 different packs to choose from that are on special at the moment. So here's the specials promotion. If you go to my online store, you actually can look at the sales and specials, and that'll come up with a bigger image of all of the designer series papers that are on special. So you're actually able to see an up close image of the designer series paper. But there's a combination of some of the papers from the annual catalogue and from the August to December mini catalogue. So there's some Christmas papers in there as well if you're looking to be making some Christmas cards soon, or there's other papers in there as well for lots of different other occasions. So yeah, if you want to grab some papers while they're on special and grab a bargain, jump on over to my online store and have a look at the designer series paper sale, and you can get those for 15% off. Also too, you might remember that several weeks ago, we were talking about the Box of Sunshine Paper Pumpkin Kit. We still have some of those available as well, which is really surprising because we thought that they would be all gone by now. But if you missed out and you didn't get one yet and you were disappointed, they are still available. So jump on there, even though it says coming soon. This is an old flyer. But yes, they are still available. So jump on over there and have a look at those Box of Sunshine. The Box of Sunshine kit is only $37, so it's very affordable as well. And they make a great gift. I actually sent some to some family members, and they really, really loved them. Okay, so let's get back to our card now. So we are stamping Celebrating Your Day. Now, this time I'm going to be stamping the sentiment a little bit closer to the left hand end, because the right hand end is going to have the flowers. That's good. Okay. All right, we'll just pop the ink pad away. And we'll give our stamp set a bit of a clean. As I always tell everybody, it's good to clean your stamps straight away. Keep them in good condition, look after them, and then they will last you a really, really long time. Okay, so we'll pop that one out. And our little Molly is being a really good girl in here, sleeping very soundly. And she's quite happy with the sound of Mummy's voice. She knows that I'm here. She knows that I'm nearby. Not sure how she's going to cope tomorrow when I go back to work though. That'll be a different story. But we'll see. All right, so I'm just going to pop up our card front there onto our Stampin' Dimensionals again, like we did with the first one. Again, putting down plenty so that we have it well supported. So is anybody here watching have this kit? And if you have it, have you made alternative projects with it? Because of course you don't have to make the projects according to the instructions. You can do your own thing with it as well. But I just love the ones that are in the kit, to be honest. They are so beautiful that I'm doing them exactly how the kit says, because I think they're just pretty as they are. There we go. So let me know if you already have this kit, if you've had a play with it. Right, so let me check which way we've got this opening. Okay, so we want it opening that way. All good. And with this one, we want the large pink flower down on the bottom right-hand corner. So we'll just place that down on there. There we go. Beautiful. And we'll pop our ribbon down again. So same order of putting it together, really. So it's quite easy to do. Things are just going in a slightly different position, but you're basically doing the same order of process to put it together. Oops, that one stuck to my finger. There we go. And one more glue dot up that end. I won't put so many on this piece. There we go. Now this piece of ribbon is going just above that pink flower, almost over to that gold edging on the other side. And let me just check with my grid paper. I'm using I like to always use my grid paper to help me to line things up. And our grid paper is also available in the annual catalogue. It's towards the back. And you'll find that there it comes in a pad of, it's this paper that has the flowers on it is no longer available. The grid paper we have at the moment is just the plain grid paper. It has the inches and the centimetre measurements on it. So it's double-sided, which is very handy because if you work in inches, then you flip it over to that side. If you work in centimetres, flip it over to the other side. It comes in a pad of 100 sheets, so it lasts for a really, really long time. And it comes in extremely handy. Okay, so now we're going to pop up our sentiment label with our dimensionals again. I keep putting them away over there. I should just leave them out here on my desk, hey? Okay. Oops. That one needs to be popped down there. There we go. And we're going to put our label over this way a little bit so that we can fit our flowers. I'm just having a look at the image in the brochure, in the kit brochure that came with it, and I'm trying to line it up like they've got it there so that we can see those beautiful flowers. I think it goes around about there. Doesn't matter if it's not exactly the same, but around about there. Great. And then we'll add in our flowers as before. So this time we're going to put the double leaves onto the large purple flower. So as you can see, these are really easy kits to put together, but they make such a beautiful card. So you can make some quick and easy cards really, really easily. And then that way you've always got some on hand. So just pop those leaves behind the back of there. And then do the same with the little flower. Okay, so that one's going over that side. So anyone joining a little bit late, I'll just let you know that if you are hearing any background noises, that's because I've got our little doggy Molly in here with us at the moment, as well as my daughter who is looking after her because Molly's been really sick. And so she just wants to always be near me. And my daughter is here just to jump in case she gets a little bit disruptive, putting it nicely. So that one is going to go there. Yep, I'll pop a couple of more dimensionals under there. Actually, I think I'm going to bring in my mini dimensionals to pop under those leaves there. I just want those leaves to be supported so that they don't droop. There we go. And we'll pop that one down first. And Molly is now snoring, so I'm not sure if any of you can actually hear her snoring. But sometimes she gets quite loud with her snoring. She's all right. She's just snoring a bit, but she's okay. Okay, so we're going to pop that one down about there. There we go. And then we'll bring this one in and we'll pop a dimensional down oops, on the outer edge of this one. And this one's going to go over here like this. There we go. And then we've got to add our little bow. So I'm just going to make the loops on that a little bit smaller and tighter. There we go. And again, I'll bring in my glue dots, roll that into a ball. There we go. And that's going to be tucked just under this one here. So I'm just going to tuck that glue dot in there. Oop, wants to stick to my take a pic tool. And then we'll pop that ribbon in there. Can make that a little bit smaller. There we go. And then we can just trim those ends, or you can leave them long. It's up to you. Might just trim them just a little bit so that they're not hanging off the end of the card. And one thing I didn't do with my last one, which I do usually like to do, is I like to always fray the ends of my ribbon, my twine, sorry, not my ribbon, my twine, just to give them a little bit more sort of texture. I like to always just fray the ends a little bit. The ribbon I don't want to fray usually, but the twine I do. So it's the opposite for both. There we go. Sometimes you've got to fiddle with it a little bit just to get it to fray out nicely. Just softens the ends a bit so that they're not so blunt. There we go. So we've done 2. How are we going for time? Yeah, I think we might stop there. I didn't do the 4th one, but you can see how easy they are to put together. I've got 3 done now. So I've got these 2, and this one I had done previously. But aren't they just so beautiful? And the 4th one that we didn't do is this one here, the purple one. So I might make that one when I finish filming. So yeah, so that one's really beautiful too. So yes, so these ones, remember, can be purchased in the annual catalogue. And I'll just move them to the side. So this is the Gorgeous Posies Project Kit. It's on page 8 of the annual catalogue, and you've got the Gorgeous Posies stamp set as well if you would like those beautiful sentiments from our annual catalogue. Now, if you would, so that's our annual catalogue there. As a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we do get between 20 and 25% discount on all of our Stampin' Up! Products. So if that, oh, thank you, Judy. So if that is something that interests you, please let me know, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have about purchasing the starter kit. The starter kit is only $169. But you get to choose $235 worth of product in your starter kit. So you could actually, if you love this kit, you could even pop this kit into your starter kit and the stamp set, and then you would have plenty of more money still to play with to purchase more products in your starter kit. Up to $235 worth of value. You only pay $169, so you get all that additional $66 worth of product for free in your kit, plus you get free postage on your starter kit, and then you get 20 to 25% on all of your future purchases. Not only that, as demonstrators, we get early access to new products that are coming up, new catalogs. As I said to you, I showed you all earlier. Let me grab it again. As Stampin' Up! Demonstrators at the moment, we have the Curvy Celebration products that are available at the moment. They go on sale to our customers on the 3rd of November, but we've actually had them available to us since the 3rd of October. So we usually get them about a month before everybody else. So that's one of the perks of being a demonstrator as well. As well as that, we get access to fantastic demonstrator events, of which we've got one coming up next month, which is super exciting. We also have groups, so Facebook groups that are for demonstrators only, where we get lots and lots of inspiration, creative inspiration from other demonstrators. There's also, I have a team with a team Facebook group, and we have a lot of fun in there together, and we share our projects and tips and tricks and things like that together, so that's a lot of fun. And as well as that, there is so many other benefits, so many other benefits. I've made friends from all around the world through Stampin' Up! That I just love it. It was just the best decision that I made. So there is information as well in the annual catalogue on page 188 about joining Stampin' Up! Now, when you do join, you don't need to sell, and you don't need to hold parties or do Facebook Lives like I do or anything like that. You are welcome to just purely purchase the products for yourself and your own creativity. And there's no locking contract at all. You can leave at any time. Give it a go for a little bit, see if you like it, and then leave at any time. So if you'd like more information on that, please let me know, and I would love to answer any of your questions that you may have. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera up now so that I can say goodbye to you all in person, face to face. So just give me a moment while I cover up my camera, and I will just flip that around. Okay, tighten up those, I don't know what you call them, my clamp, I guess, is what you would call it. Okay, there we go. Oh, chopping my head off again. I always seem to do that, don't I? Okay, so here are the two that we made today, which is these two. Oh, let's get the ribbon sitting nicely. And I will hold them up for you so you can see them. There they are. Ooh. I always have trouble holding these straight on camera. So I hope that you really liked those. I hope that there's the other one as well. Let's bring that one up too. There's that one as well. So they're really beautiful, beautiful cards, and I hope you really loved that kit. And if you don't already have it, then I hope that it's given you a bit of an insight into that kit and how gorgeous those projects are in that kit and how easy they are to put together and so quick too. So yeah, so I hope you really enjoyed that, and thank you so much all for joining me today. It was great to have you along. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Now remember, if you have got any questions, anything you want to know about anything, then please feel free to get in contact with me. You can there is contact details on my blog. There's also contact details on my Facebook business page, or you can send me a message in Messenger and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So I hope you all have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you all again at the same time next week. And until then, oh, thank you. So sorry, I'm just reading comments before I sign off. Judy loves them, fantastic. And Jenny loves them as well. Oh, and Jenny, you need some designer series papers as well. Oh, you've got to use some of your designer series papers up first. Yes, we always love to collect our papers, don't we? That's part of being a card maker and a scrapbooker and a paper crafter. We all like to collect our beautiful products. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Chitska. Yeah, it's a lovely kit, isn't it? All right, everyone, I'll leave it there. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Happy stamping. Bye.